So their compassion, one side compassion, other side completely cruel. Completely, that is the right word, cruel. But I am fortunate, I was not supported. I had such a beautiful mentors. Again and again and again, standing up was become very easy. They'll go on giving spiritual words, spiritual techniques. And I can tell you, it will be always good if you have 2-3 mentors in your life. When it comes to mentors, of course, master will be only one naturally. Master can be only one. But mentors, when you are in a spiritual community or satsang center or the spiritual groups, just have 2-3 people to talk to. Because you will have 2-3 versions of the understanding. It can always be inspiring. Then you will catch that balanced perspective. Objectively you will catch it. Because I had 2-3 mentors, I can tell you how much it added. Even though Kuppammal is a great Vedanti, she had a very powerful connection to the Bhakti dimension. And same way, Raghupati Yogi, even though he was a great yogi, he was an amazing Bhakta. He was an amazing devotee. So these different people, different juice made me completely juicy. So you also try to have 2-3 mentors. Then you will grasp more. Even in this Vada Pradivada, now I am seeing, every day I am receiving emails, this Vada Pradivada debate is doing a wonderful job, very powerful job. I am seeing really Vyasa and Shankara's blessings are there on you guys. So many emails I am receiving, the deeper clarity, understandings. I can tell you, really, these 21 days, we don't know how we started, why we started. From Shivaratri, how much of good we are doing to the world is secondary. How much of the good we have all done to ourselves, I am surprised. All our centers, devotees, they have become so intense. Today I saw, I don't know the number exactly, the number of people going to practice tomorrow onwards Samyama. I do have, now I am Guru of worthy disciples. Very strong disciples. Actually in the ashram itself, I was shocked. In Biddi ashram, some 60 people want to do this 15-day Samyama. These fellows, to make them come and sit in half an hour, Pada Puja, I know how much I have to struggle. But all these fellows suddenly wanted to do the Samyama. Then I only made a rule, if you are underweight, you cannot do. If you are overweight, you can do. I made a rule, because health, I have to take care. But I was shocked. So much of a sudden inspiration has happened in our Sangha all over. Everywhere the strong debates are going on, the Facebook left and right. I am enlightened, you are enlightened, everywhere I am just. Now the whole Nityananda Dhyanapidam, I feel like a huge sky with a lot of stars. Enlightened stars running around here and there. Even in your community, have 2-3 mentors. You will see, you will be able to grow easily. You will be able to imbibe this understanding easily. So the thought trend for today's sacred secret, be stable at the space where the achiever and achieved is one and the same. If you are not in that space, just be unstable, that's enough. You feeling unstable is enough to push you into the stable consciousness. Actually, you feeling, you just hate who you are, what you are, is enough, nothing else is required. That will just push you to the space where you need to completely be fulfilled, where you need to completely be in restful awareness. The problem is you don't completely hate what you are. One part you hate. The other part you hold on. No, 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 no. These are all good only. These fellows are telling lies. I am not that bad. Be very clear. You are bad. Completely there is nothing to be hold on. Be very clear. Or hold on, you are completely good. That is also okay. If you hold on completely good, then your personality will just, how the salt melts into the ocean. If you make a salt dal and put it in the ocean, how it melts, you will melt down. That is also perfect, no problem. But the problem is, you neither feel you are completely good, nor feel completely bad. You hold on to one part. That is where you are not letting the achiever and achieved to become one. Just the deep dissatisfaction of the source where you feel your individual identity is more than enough to awaken the non-mechanical parts of your brain and make you experience the transcendental awareness. Transcendental consciousness. Transcendental awareness and transcendental consciousness, these are all different words I am using, but I mean one and the same. Source, existence, Brahman, cosmos, original self, all are same thing I am denoting with different words. So through this Taittiriya Upanishad Sutra, Swami Shivananda is trying to establish clearly the individual soul which feels still it need to achieve something cannot be the achieved, the goal. As long as that feeling, I still need to do something, is there in you, you need to do something. You need to get into the space where that very idea, I need to do something, disappears. I am telling you, if you just create wealth, don't grab, create wealth, the moment you reach certain level, you feel completely fulfilled. I think I have enough. I have enough. Nothing more needs to be done. I have enough. April 14th of 2001, April 14th, that was the day few people who lived around me, who gathered around me that time, not lived around me, that's the right word, gathered around me. Even before Ayya and Amma came, 2-3 people gathered around me. They all have requested me to stay in one place, that they want to build a hut for me. I said, I don't know I will be able to stay in one place. Then they said, at least till you stay, let's make a hut for you. I just laughed and said, all right, make it. That was the day, the first hut they built for me, the banks of Kaveri. They inaugurated, still we have photographs. I had one Ramakrishna's photo and Sharada Devi, Vivekananda's photo. Somebody gave me one kamandal, one pot. The moment I got that pot, I had the tremendous satisfaction. Wow, all the wealth I required for my life has come. That's all. I tell you, after that I have not acquired anything. the greatest satisfaction that I have what I want. Means my prarabdha to accumulate wealth has ended when I got that kamandalu. Because that was the only thing I require. As I said, I am a washing mania. That keeping myself clean is a very big thing. So I always wanted, after taking bath, when I come out of Kaveri, I want to carry one kamandalu water so that when I reach the place where I used to lie down, I want to wash my feet. See, the feet will be dirty, will become dirty by the time you come out. So the only property I was in need, only thing I needed is, I need one kamandalu to wash my feet after I reach the place where I stay, because I cannot see my room muddy. Of course, the whole room itself is inside burial ground. That is different. And it is the samadhi of one person. That is a funny thing. On one samadhi, on 4 pillars, they put the thatch. And that only I used to sleep. That was my first. The guy is little bulky guy, so they built a bigger samadhi. Very big samadhi. It's a square, 8 feet by 8 feet. And there was a pillar. And on that they put some 4 wooden pieces and put thatch. So from the Kaveri, if I reach that place where I used to lie down, my leg will become muddy, dirty. So after reaching to that place, I want to wash my feet before I put my feet on the place where I lie down. So the moment that kamandalu came, I can say, the whole personality has become completely satisfied. Such a deep satisfaction. I can tell you, when you create wealth, your prarabdha hits a space of that utter satisfaction. After that, wealth was never in my mind. It was always around me, but it was never in my mind. My inner space never had wealth. It was always around me, but never inside me. So as long as you feel you need to achieve something, you need to achieve. The moment you feel the achiever and achieved has disappeared, you have achieved. So the sacred secret in the sutra is, if you are feeling you need to achieve something more, then let that dissatisfaction grow intensely and swallow your whole personality. It is capable of pushing you into existence. It is capable. This is the sacred secret. I want you to do the debate today. How the feeling of not attained can lead to the attainment. What should we do with that feeling of not achieved? How the feeling of achiever and achieved becomes one and the same. I am really happy because these great truths are never discussed, especially to the mass like this. Even if you comb the whole Varanasi, where the Vedanta is supposed to be repeated even by parrots, you will not find 1/10 of the number of the people who are sitting and discussing all these great truths. But go on, drill these great truths into your inner space. Do the debate, end debate. Don't say, oh, this is all not for me, this is too much for my head. No. Catch at least 2-3 people and start. Just because you failed once in the debate, don't think you should not start again. Go on and on and on. So start the end debate today, Vada Pradivada today, on this sacred secret. How the feeling not attained can lead to the experience of attainment. How to deepen it. When you are achieved, attained, how to know it? Means the feeling to attain will disappear. That's it. As you are aware, today is the Holi and Manmada Dahana. In all Shiva temples, the Manmada will be burned. It's a symbolic representation that Shiva opening the third eye and burning all the fantasies. Shiva becoming beyond fantasies. It's a philosophical description of Shiva expressing his enlightenment. And very beautiful description of Krishna initiating all his Gopas and Gopis into the Bhava Samadhi. Today is the day he did Rasa Purnima, where he played with his Gopas and Gopis and gave the experience of Bhava Samadhi to all of them, experiencing oneness with Krishna to all of them. So all the ashramites are waiting for the celebration. We are having now 2 celebrations. In all Vishnu temples they will have the Holi. In all Shiva temples they will have the Manmada Dahana, burning of Manmata. We have both. We have Shiva and Vishnu both here. So naturally we will be having both celebrations. Holi now, and after the Holi the burning of Manmata. Manmata's effigy. Like a collective negativity, fantasies, delusion, that's all. So now we are going to have the celebration. That's the reason I am ending the Brahma Sutras a little early. And today we have a great news. Scarborough, Toronto is starting a new center, a new place. The satsang is held in new place today. My blessings to Toronto devotees, Scarborough and Toronto. And my blessings, I am now with you guys in that center. This place now will experience intensely my presence. Let all of you experience Kundalini awakening and levitation. Up! Intense experience of my presence will fill that place. I have already now sanctified that place. Put the Padakas in that place, you will see Vibhuti coming. From that Padaka, that whole place will vibrate intense, positive, auspicious spiritual energy. So as today is a very auspicious day, Panguni Uttram, very good day for Subramanya. You guys have got a right place and right day. Today is a good day for Subramanya, good day for Vaishnava tradition, and good day for Saiva tradition. All 3 tradition, today is a great day. And my blessings, beautiful temple will happen in Toronto. My blessings to all of you who are sitting with us at this moment. 669 places and 223 cities in 30 countries. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate and share the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.